ito si Joel Adriano. I think this is also interesting one. When you say wrong zone, what do you include as consideration? Tinatanong diyan, I ask this, I ask this question since climate change have resulted with changing soil salinities and coastal temperatures. Nagets mo, Dixon? Yung una ay,
okay.
When do you say wrong zone? When you say wrong zone, what do you include as a consideration?
Oh yeah, okay.
I ask this.
Okay, let me answer that first. Of course, yung kanina, yung dalawa yan context. One is the wrong zone and the right species. As long as one is not correct, wrong parehas yan. Okay, so we have to apply the right species on yung talagang zone niya where that species or that plant right. So that's it. When we say wrong zone, it's really more on first the topography, the exposure sa dagat and to the wind. Those are how we describe the zonation. So may mga patterns talaga, natural mangrove zonation patterns that we have to, know. Yun yung mga preferences. Okay. And then the second one? The second one po, Dr. René?
I ask this since climate change have resulted in changing soil salinities and coastal temperature. Ito na effect ng climate change, yung coastal temperature at saka soil salinity, nagbabago daw because of climate change. Yun ang sabi ni Joel.
Right. Very good, very good. No, I agree on that. That's why yung mga areas like, for example, in northern Usually land, no, may mga areas doon na wala pang mangroves. But now, nagmamigrate yung mangroves southward. Ibig sabihin, nagkakaroon ng warming already. No? It used to be, mga sub-temperate, nagiging mas warmer na. No? Nagiging parang tropical na rin. Kaya nga, those are, again, indicators, going back to the previous question of indicators na may climate change impacts on mangroves as they migrate. Doon sa mas malalamig na dati, ngayon, medyo warmer na yung temperature at saka yung seawater. So, yun ang binabantayan natin. Mangroves can expand northward or southward away from the tropical region. And that is a scary indicator that we have a warming planet indeed.
Okay. Salamat, Dixon. A follow-up question dito about Manila Bay. Sabi niya, at ibang angulo naman ito, sabi niya, despite of having many ecosystem services including coastal protection, most people do not prefer mangrove planting in Manila Bay because they always think of foul smell and thriving mosquito. Tama ba yun? And then ang sabi niya, how do we treat this problem?
Mosquito. Okay, talaga naman common naman ang mosquito in the city. Even in sewers, talaga marami yan, lalo pagpagulan. But, just putting that kind of, how to say that notion or stigma to mangrove, we are losing a lot. I mean, that even comparable with the loss and gain or benefits and harm. Talagang if we keep mangroves, so many benefits that I would say, no? Kaya, it will outweigh those minor ones, for sure. No? At saka salt water yun. Like for example, we're thinking of dengue. It's more related to rainfall na nasa yung mga iniiwan natin ng mga tabo or stagnant water. But for mangroves, we have a lot of tides come in, come out, salt water yun. And there are also many predators of insects in the mangroves. Marami rin diyang mga kumakain ng mosquito. Kaya, yun.
Actually,
so many benefits.
Sa sinasabi niya, mabaho daw, di ba?
Oh, yes.
Actually, that's important function of the mangrove. Parang pinifilter out niya yung mga pollutants, like the metals, residues that are harmful sa mga deep sea at saka mga fishes na tayo din ang kakain kasi.
That's right.
So, it's important that they should be controlled and, in those places, meron din nag-absorb sa kanila eh. May mga bacteria important for, magnetostatic bacteria and other form of bacteria that you.
That's right. That's why tawag sa anoxic environment because yung mga bacteria yan talagang they work hard to to filter, to absorb the pollutants before yung mga ano yan ay magpunta sa ibang ecosystems like corals, seagrasses. So mangroves, very important filter. Kaya mabaho, no? Pero hindi naman in a way that's negative one. It's not a harmful odor, actually.
Okay. Pero masarap yung ano doon, yung crab. Oh my
Of course. Yes.
Okay,
Crab, shrimps, and many others.
I think I visited mangrove forest in Higit, Cavite for a study. Since I heard that there are several initiatives by Philippine Coast Guard that conducted mangrove planting, to my surprise, the area is deteriorating. The information in this webinar would be useful to plant appropriate mangrove. Currently, we're working on a rehabilitation project of infrastructure of a weekend sanctuary in Higit and to protect coastal area of the tide as the tide arises. My question is, can planting mangrove around the area disrupt or disorient the sea turtles breeding area?
Yeah, the quick answer, it may. That's why designing yung ating mga mangrove rehab, hindi basta tanim ng tanim. Not only for sea turtles, of course, kasi yung mga sea turtles natin, iba yung mga requirement nila. Partly, they go to mangrove perhaps, pero sila talaga is more on the seagrass and the beach, no? Doon sila naglilingay ng eggs. Sa seagrass, doon naman sila, parang, well, very important din sa kanila yon, yung mga grasses doon. Kaya, we have to know the objectives of rehabilitation. It's really for sea turtle conservation. Then, we have to think, dapat may dadaanan yung mga sea turtles. They can navigate inside and outside the mangrove. It's not just one contiguous mangroves. No? Kaya mahalaga yan. Pangalawa, not only sea turtles, we have to think of the people, very important. Kasi kapag halimbawa, mangrove areas, through planting sometimes, or oftentimes, yung mga landing ng mga boat landing areas are being displaced. Then, fisher folks will be angry. They're going to cut the mangrove. That's why sometimes, I don't want to say it's a compromise, but it's, having that balance. You allow livelihoods while you allow, of course, protection of mangroves and conservation at the same space. So, dapat win-win scenario.
Tama yun, DIXON. And then, sinuliliwanag naman ng Imay News, sabi niya, nakakatulong po ba, o tinatanong niya, nakakatulong po ba ang synthetic mangroves o artificial mangrove tree?
Yeah, synthetic in such a way, again, planting by convenience. Parang hindi talaga, it's not the natural set of mangrove species being grown. In some ways, nakakatulong, of course, if you have mangrove cover, but won't be the best or the most ideal in terms of providing, sabi nga natin, ecosystem functions and services if ever we grow the right species on the area. There are always trade-off. Meron laging trade-off po yan.
Parang yung coral reef, no? May artificial na ginagawa. So, lahat gustong consider mga gano'n. I think